Yeah, hello, welcome to this broadcast, and hello to all of you in the chat. Yeah, got a couple of regulars already in, and I'm happy to start this blitz session here on the ICC. Let's see what we get here. 5-minute chess, of course. Going to request a game. And also Happy New Year, by the way. Yeah, it's already the 4th of July, but still 4th of July. 4th of January. 4th of July. 4th of January. So happy to welcome you all to the first session of this year. Okay, playing the Dromedar here. And what is he doing here? Do I have to be alert here? C5, isn't that a good move? Okay, kind of surprised that this is supposed to be good. That's Jasper Hall, the Dromedar. I think knight c6, there's knight b5. This is something that I should be aware of. Maybe just a6. And he goes g4. Wow. Yeah, he's a pretty strong IM. I have a history against him in many blitz games, and the user picture is that I'm completely winning, and he's tricking me with no time on the clock. So we'll see if this pattern continues, or if I can somehow manage to play a straightforward game, not allowing anything. Okay, h4. He's kind of aggressive there on the king side, and he's playing quickly. Okay, going to try to gain some space there. Let's see what he's doing. Okay, maybe take. I don't like white's position. I think this is not good. I've got play against the center here, and he's mostly weakened himself. For example, he doesn't have a clear position of his king. e5. Yeah, probably e5. Or is he going g5? Maybe he's going g5. I wonder if I should flick in h6 here. g5, d5, that's kind of annoying. e5, g5, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm flicking in h6. Preventing g5. It's a bit slow. Yeah. Okay, as usual, he's not reacting to my play at all. Rook b1. Okay, that was probably the idea. Okay, I'll just go back to c7. Yeah, I think white is in bad shape, but it's a complicated position, and I'm down on time. Yeah, hello to a couple of others who now have joined the chat, and Happy New Year's. Okay, if I castle, he might have g5. This is kind of attacking ideas, but I have to get the rook into the game, so let's castle for rook e8. Hello also to Thirsty McNuggets. He's new here. Best of luck, yeah, thanks. Let's do this. Threatening knight f3. And let's see how to kill white now. Okay, let's do this. Let's do something simple. He has to take this, and then my queen is entering the game quickly. No, you can offer draws in a row, let's say. But it's considered a bit. I mean, if you constantly offer draws, this is considered a bad sportsmanship and is distracting the opponent. So you shouldn't offer draws all of the time. But it's okay if you offer a draw and then like 30 moves later do it again. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Okay. I have to be forceful here. Pawn takes as knight e4. And this is not losing any time. This is the thing. Rook b4 maybe. Anyway. If he constantly offers draws, you can call the ref, yes, the arbiter. I definitely would do that, because it's really bad sportsmanship. Constantly offering draws. Yeah, it's a good position for me, but still tricky. Yeah, punch the opponent in the face is a somewhat uncommon way to do it, but it's effective. I'm pretty sure they stop what they're doing. Still, I think they have pretty good argument with the arbiter if they got punched in the face. Couple of things here threatening rook d4, but also just piling up. Not sure what he's doing here. Rook c1 maybe. Rook c1, yeah, that could be a move. And queen takes d4 is not... I mean, rook takes d4 maybe. I get tons of pawns. Yeah, probably. Rook c1, rook takes d4. Okay, taking this. Also I have queen takes a2 in some cases. Yeah, there's someone in the chat calls books are nice, and here I can say my rooks are nice, aren't they? So just rook g2 or... come on, keep it simple. For rook d2, that will be very tough to defend. Okay, he has check on on c8 and f5. This is something. Rook d2. What about, can I not just win that rook? The rook is unprotected. Okay, that comes with a check. Yeah, white resigns. That was, I'm happy. That was good, I think. He was very exposed. Yeah, his position was very exposed. Okay, let's shoot for a new game. Okay, that was Maradona again. I had him, I think, last week, yeah, in a session. So I'm playing the Queen's Gambit accepted here and see what he's doing. I'm going with this funky move. Knight a3, aha. Okay, let's develop. Yeah, I saw the Dart World Championships a little bit. Yeah, Gary Anderson at one point failed to count correctly. I think it probably it can happen, yeah, in those situations. Yeah, I'm planning for c5. Here we go. And with a funny maneuver, I put my bishop on a good square on d5. A3. Seems he wants to take. Maybe I'm taking myself. It's an interesting move, but I think I probably will keep that bishop for the time being. Yeah, what I find funny about the World Championships in darts is that it always makes me feel like even without losing weight, I could be a top player. I mean, I think it seems to be, if you're not at least like 30-40 pounds overweight, you seem to have no particular chance in winning the event. Kind of funny. Yeah, white is in a little bit. Yeah, I think the main point with the dart players being overweight is that, I mean, they probably hang around in pubs all of the time to practice, right? And well, what can you do? Not so sure about knight d5. Oh, knight d2, that's an interesting move. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, of course, everybody had their career choices. I'm doing chess nowadays, but also, of course, could have done something else. The only thing that really that I had an interest in at school a lot was actually history, and also I liked English, but history mostly. And I wasn't, yeah, I mean, I didn't mind, yeah, physics and stuff like that, but I never found it particularly interesting. always found history very fascinating because it's not so easy to grasp with pure mathematics or yeah, some equations or something like that. It's just far more difficult to get a grip with. Queen d6, I'm not sure. That's an interesting move. I'm trying bishop g5 and trying to prevent f4. But tough position. Yeah, queen d2. How am I playing this? Just here, I guess. Looking at d4. What is the 2-minute rule? So that basically answers your question. The question is, someone asked, am I familiar with the 2-minute rule? And my answer is no. Yeah, there's some tricky points in history where it's not quite clear if it really happened like that. I mean, there are cases where a couple of years are maybe missing or so in the I cannot pronounce that word. Yeah, in the what is known, but it is not that bad. It's not like everything's wrong or everything's unclear or so. Okay. Moves the queen there. Yes, g3 actually. I didn't think about that move. Yeah, I have to. But I have some chances here, of course, with with this king position. Bishop e4, there is knight d2. Knight f5 maybe for knight h4. I have to be cautious here with possible mates. My back rank is a bit weakish. I can take, yeah? The rook on c7 is hanging. It's pretty awkward. Is knight e4 a move or? That's a funky move. I'm going for that. Knight on b3 is hanging. Knight h3 now in the mix. I don't want to trade queens. That's pretty clear. So let's go back. I didn't think about that one. Threatening mate now on f3. It's pretty bad. Yeah, he lost some time, but white is now also losing. Yeah, the 2-minute rule. I mean, if I see that correctly, it's the rule that you could claim a draw if it's under 2 minutes. The thing is, it's simply avoidable if you play an increment time control at the end and you just let the guys play it out. The ideal situation is that the arbiter has absolutely nothing to do. The arbiter should never, in any moment, be required to know chess, because this is a big issue with arbiters. Quite often they have no idea about the game, and you simply cannot give them any influence over the results. I've seen so many idiotic things happen back then when we didn't have increment time controls. There was one situation, like about more than 20 years ago, when there was a game between a grandmaster and an amateur player, and it was a totally dead rook endgame, and the amateur player claimed a draw. And they had let's say a normal arbiter and a chief arbiter. And the normal arbiter, he had no idea about the game, and he said, okay, we will continue, blah, 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 mostly because the grandmaster was kind of, oh, I can continue. And fortunately, the chief arbiter, who was about FIDE master strength, he was just nearby, and he said, you know what, this is a draw, guys, we quit this nonsense. And then the game was ended. Yeah, this is good. A good result in this particular case, because there was an arbiter around who actually knows something about the game. But you can absolutely not allow some, I mean, there are people with a 1500 rating who are arbiters in the German Bundesliga. This is just ridiculous. The only thing you can accept that is that you limit their scope of influence to absolutely nothing, or the least possible, because you can never allow a situation where they actually have to judge if something is a draw or if something is a try for a win or not. It's simply that absolutely cannot happen. Yeah, we have a main line here of the bishop f4, queen's gambit, and after queen a5, I have to think. I'm not sure, is it rook d1 or knight d2? I always forget. Yeah, I think the arbiters, they need rules that make it a rook e8. That is Carlsen's move here, right? From the World Championship match. This is, I think. Yeah, I think, I mean, they simply need rules that makes it possible to do it without knowing so much chess. I think this is possible. Yeah, there's a mention of an alternative historical timeline. Then Kasparov believes that is correct. This is, of course, utterly a total nonsense. I mean, complete nonsense, and really very questionable why an intelligent person, or you would believe an intelligent person like Kasparov, is thinking that this is true. Of course, you can question certain things in the timeline, but it's not like everything is wrong what's in there. Okay, what is this? He's allowing me to take on f6. That's kind of surprising. Okay, I'll take that. And let's get yeah, the thing is, it doesn't matter if he's 1500 rating. The thing is, the game has to be played out, and it shouldn't really matter if they what kind of rating they have. So I'm kind of I wonder if I'm doing this right here. Anyway, let's shoot. Move like knight e5 is. Nah, it's probably not a big deal. Okay. E5 he will take, unfortunately. Let's do this. Prepare e5. Bishop g7 maybe, yeah. I can go bishop g7. Yeah, bishop g7 is good. Yeah, he's get 95 and he will get 95 and there are very funny things in history. There are even people who believe that Charlemagne, or Karl der Große, yeah, in German, that he actually never lived, that it's not a historical person. This I found very funny because we have tons of evidence about that, and I mean, completely ridiculous. I mean, this is something that you can actually find funny. I mean, even worse is, of course, the that you still have people to claim that the Holocaust never happened, which is kind of completely crazy. I mean, not just from a purely ethical point of view, but it's also from a purely factual point of view completely crazy, because the Holocaust is one of the best documented things in human history. Yeah, terrible thing to have to document well, but it is actually completely clear that that it happened. Okay, anyway, the game that I never really focused on. What happens now? I wanted to go 95, but that actually blunders the e2 bishop, so maybe cover that. Okay, now he's playing this. Now I get e5 in though. I'm happy to have that in. Yeah, no, knight e4, knight to f6. That was my idea. Do I get that in? I never get to f6 really here. Probably not. Shoot. 95. That's not great. F5 I found surprising. F4 now seems very weak. Well, maybe he's got queen d6. And my back rank. Okay, let's do something about the back rank. Oh, I have to speed up. Ah, come on, bloody nonsense. Yeah, I lost on time. Yeah, and he says thank you, the automatic thank you, which is always kind of beep you after a game like that. Okay, anyway. Okay, new game. No, I didn't study informatics, no. I studied, but not for a very long time, history and English language. And then I switched to learn at a bank directly. I had always had problems with studies at universities because it wasn't so well organized, you know. I mean, you could you can attend a class or you cannot, right? They basically yeah, it's your business to organize yourself. And I always wanted to play chess instead. So it kind of didn't work out. I ultimately decided to learn at this bank. Oh, this was bad actually. Bishop takes b8. This might still be okay. Yeah, more viewer games. Yes, I'm sorry, that question has been posed now a number of times. It's on my radar, but currently it's nothing that will happen in the next couple of weeks. Definitely not. I'm having a move, change of apartment ahead of me, and this is taking most of my time. He's got rook b1. I didn't see that one. It's bad. I didn't see that the rook is actually protected. Maybe I can still play this. Yeah, you can still get my book directly from me. If you send me a message by mail, that would work fine. So, rook here, then move the queen away. I'm not moving far away from my current place. Moving back to my hometown. Yeah, he's playing this well. The book is, I'm just charging the regular retail price from Chess Book retailers. It's 25 euros plus the shipping costs. Yeah, I'm down that pawn here, unfortunately. And let's hope for some counterplay. No, I don't live with family. I'm single. The most underestimated opening. Yeah, probably there are a couple. There are a couple of openings that are underestimated. One thing, for example, that is pretty decent is the Queen's Gambit accepted. That's an opening that I think Black is very much okay with. Yeah, the Reti opening has become a little bit more popular in the last couple of years. Well, people trying to avoid the come on the Berlin. They have more and more come to appreciate the flank openings. Yeah, I'm trying to get some kind of counterplay here, but not easy. Knight c3. Knight c3 might be enough. Threatening on a2 and knight e2 and takes. I think that should be enough to draw the game. The live shows here on Monday are a regular feature. They are basically on every Monday. I sometimes stream on my own channel, but not as often. Okay, now I'm entertaining hopes of winning the game. Am I too optimistic? Maybe I am, huh? Okay, I first want the pawn back. Yeah, I'm not something. I'm not really in a position to tell about Bobby Fischer's state of mind. I mean, I don't think the term crazy is something that is would be used by someone who's knowledgeable about psychology. But yeah, it's definitely he certainly wasn't an easy person or something like that. Ha, that's a good move. Rook e7, rook a7, he has to check on e8 and then go in the 8th rank. This is a bit of an annoyance here, really. Do I have to play passively? Wow. Okay, I don't want to. What is this? Anyway. I wanted to take and blunder. Wow, that's a great idea. Great idea. Okay. F5, actually a strong move. I've got 12 seconds left. I didn't pay any attention to the clock here. Oh my. Okay. He tricked me into a mate there, but I simply didn't look at the clock. That was pretty awful. Well. The thing is, there's a discussion about chess players and their IQ. This is actually very debatable. For example, Kasparov's IQ is, there are various reports about that he's like on 180 or 90 or whatever. But there's also people claiming he was tested with 135. It's tough to tell. Those tests are difficult. I think most of those claims, they are kind of not founded or supported by official testing. And even the official IQ tests are tricky. There are various ones. Okay, we go for a Nimzo here. Lost quite a bit of points here. I really want to get those back. No, I don't have any tournaments planned at the moment. Yeah, I think that the IQs of the best chess players is probably clearly above average. But it's something that is also the case for many other people excelling in their field. Someone mentioned Formula 1 drivers. I have no idea about those people, but I think that it's clear that they also have to be intelligent to handle their vehicle correctly, and the things that they do around. It's just more than just driving. Yeah? They have to test and things. And okay, so I'm getting some nice active play here, but as usual it is complicated. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that looks tough here for both sides to play. Okay, I have to get something going here and definitely prevent him from castling long. Yeah, this is interesting now. Sacrifice. Yeah, I have to prevent long castles. So let's get ahead and sacrifice. His pieces are all on the queen side, sitting around. So I'm not sure that this works, but I think it makes some sense. So f5, you're going to where? To e8? You can also check first here. f5, king e8. If I check on h5 and king to g8, the problem is a little bit... Okay, I think I still have to do it. You can take c4 as my problem. This is the issue. Yeah, probably this is not a correct sacrifice, but okay, it was interesting. Okay, let's threaten rook g7. The problem is that it's very easy to spot, but still, you can try. How is he defending this, actually? Knight takes e5? No. This one. Okay, I'm happy to take. This is why the samish is so dangerous. Sometimes you just get checkmates then. Yeah, okay, it was probably incorrect. So let's do one more, at least one more, playing Alka. Let's try something else. Let's play the Czech Benoni. Yeah, trying for some long-term play on the king side. Who is this person, by the way? No name. Okay. Knight a4 is a bit surprising. Not sure what the knight is doing there. No, I've never played the snake Benoni, and it's not particularly great. Okay, Mr. Alka, I know what I'm doing. I'm going f4, g5, h5, and trying to hit you over the head with a big frying pan. What is your play? Yeah, this is what I expected. Yeah, some kind of sacrifice to get something going. I have my doubts, though, that it is objectively working. Bishop f6, I thought. Queen b2, maybe. Anyway, I'm going to play it. Or queen c3, yeah. I can take it, but okay, he's not threatening that much, I believe. F3 maybe. Let's go there. Bishop h3, that's actually pretty ridiculous because of rook f2. F3 was bad. That was a bad move. Okay, anyway. Queen h4, takes. Yeah, okay, let's get this going. He's got 3 pawns now. Wow, I don't want to play rook g8. That's kind of awful. For queen e3 check. I didn't see rook b7 at all. I don't think white sacrifice worked. Absolutely not. But I thought that this is a draw. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see how he avoids the draw. King h1, queen h6. I think it's a draw. Ah, he's got queen h2. Ha! You're right, he's got queen h2. Okay, so I can take d3 now with check. King h4, rook g8. Are you winning then? Let's see. Is he doing queen f6 or something like that? I'm down on time. This is the thing. Nah, okay, this is a good move probably. Rook f5 is mate. Ha. Okay, that was good. Yeah, okay, that's very good. That's very good. Ah, it's pretty bad. Now that's a game that I should have won because white played this pretty terribly actually up to a certain point. Here black is just winning. I mean, this is just awful. But I played it really badly afterwards. After he sacrificed the pieces, f3 was bad, really bad. Okay, so let's get a final game in for today. I'm playing Jorge. I've got white. Why do I have white? Rook f7. There's also king f7. There, king h7. There's also rook h5 mate. Jorge with white. Yeah, I never have white against him. I always have black and have to play his b3 stuff. Wow, he allows the Maroxy. Yeah, that's fine. That's nice. Let me torch you a little bit in the Maroxy. I really did have a bad score here in this session, so I really want a win in. Yeah, I always have black against this guy and play his 1b3 stuff. He doesn't play d4, b6, unfortunately. I think he tried once and got checkmated. Well, it's important to understand that 1b3 is fairly okay. It's really okay. Equal, yeah, many openings are equal. But in comparison, should have played, and let's do this now. My rook is actually wrong there on c1, but anyway. Should have gone for that with rook on e1. Well, b3 is really okay. b3 is really okay, but 1b6 against d4 is really bad. I mean, this is not a good opening. d4, b6, e4 is just good for white. Okay, bishop g5 might be a move. Bishop d4 is also a move. Yeah, and then double on the e-file. I've lost some time here, unfortunately. I'm just blundering the bishop. What am I doing here? He can just take that. Oh my god. Wow, that's a really bad session. I'm sorry about that. That's really embarrassing. I simply didn't see that he can take it. That was my whole plan. That was my whole idea. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is just crazy. Okay, I cannot end the session with this kind of game. I need one more game. Wow. That rarely happens to me. I mean, I make my fair share of bad moves, but just giving a piece in one move is kind of unusual. Wow. Phew. Yeah, it's been a long day, but still. Okay, let's beat this guy. IIOKSE something. Going to go full concentration mode here to win this. Okay, he's playing the Samish variation. That's interesting. With rook b1. Okay. Now I'm keeping commentary a little bit short this time because I absolutely want to win this game because of the earlier results of the session. It's already a terrible session anyway, but I want to win this game, at least have one good game in. Okay. 96, possibly e5, but still is the normal way to play this. I can also take, or rook c8. Rook c8 is often a good choice, trying to take on d4 and take on c4 next. Okay. What now? 96, e5, knight takes c4. There's always some danger involved with that. Okay. Keeping it closed. Yeah, I think he will probably go e5 now. I was thinking f5, but bishop g5 is kind of annoying. Oh, okay, I'm happy to do that. Complicated position, very complicated. Trying to get the knight over, looking at e5. Knight e5 for a trade. Okay, let's try to trade this. Okay. Maybe he's going bishop f4 here. Bishop f4, trying to pry this open with e5. It's difficult, very difficult to defend. I think I have to keep the e5 point. That's a bit awkward. I don't want to play h6 or g6 or something like that. And he's threatening bishop f4 and e5. Okay, I'm going to allow the sacrifice. I'm going to give him the exchange here. Yeah, unfortunately, this is possible. If the bishop gets back to c8, his rook is actually trapped. So maybe this is something. Queen h5 though. Wow. No, okay. Knight over to d6. Yeah, maybe I can get one of the pawns ultimately. He always has queen h5 stuff. It's not so easy for him to win this, I think. Yeah, bishop a4 is an interesting possibility here. Trying to take one of the pawns. I mean, not trying, I will take one of the pawns. But this is the thing. Queen g4 immediately. He's also playing very strong, this guy. Not just that I'm playing badly, he's also playing in a very strong way here. Maybe this isn't so bad all of a sudden. But take here. Queen h5 is always the problem here. I cannot take. Queen h5. Oh, queen h5 is not threatening that much, but queen g4 is. I have to play. I'm just too slow here. Too friggin' slow. Queen h4 I should have played. Attacking this pawn. Let's do it now. Yeah, I will take, so that I can, if he wants to get to the a pawn, he has to give up e4 or give me some other kind of counterplay. It's probably not ending well. Wow, what a bad session. I really hate it. Playing that badly. Could have taken c3. I lost some time. I don't know. That was a really bad session. What did I do there? What did I do in this friggin' session? Did I lose all the game? I won something at the beginning, right? I won the first 2 and then lost 5 out of 6. Wow. And I didn't play the greatest guys ever. Pretty awful. Wow. Anyway, I have to wrap it up here. It is really necessary. Been a very long day. Okay, guys, I hope you still enjoyed the session. We had all kinds of talk about various subjects, also some chess, but also some other stuff. I hope you still enjoyed the first session of this year. I'll be back next Monday with a new one. Also, take note that there is a simul happening against ICC members on Saturday. I will announce that. Of course, will be played against ICC members. Everybody can watch though. There will be a separate announcement video for that. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye bye.